Welcome to the first chapter of Spica tutorial series. In this chapter, we will create buckets and manage our data via REST endpoints. First, we create a bucket. We define a name and description to give information about this bucket in the view. Then we create our fields. There are three string fields, which are the first name, second name, and email. Location field type will be location because we want to show a map in the view, and location field will be optimized for location queries. Email will be our primary field, so we will see user's email while we create a relation. Primary field doesn't need to be unique. It is just for using in the view. Now we insert our sample data. Then we customize the list view for the product owner's bucket. Let's create our second bucket. Product bucket will store our product's info. So product name should be string, quantity should be number, and owner should be relation field. Let's add our sample data to products bucket. After that, we customize our bucket details view. There are three areas in the details view. To customize the view, we drag and drop our fields to areas. As in the example, we see name and quantity fields on the left and owner field on the right. This is useful to organize our panel for non-technical users. this example, we will use API keys for fetching data from Spica API. After we define a name and description, API key will be generated automatically. By attaching policy, the API key will have rights for the action we attached. For now, we attach bucket full access so we can get, insert or change any data in any bucket. You can see Get API response in the guide section. This will show the same data when we fetch data with the API key we generated. By adding authorization to our request, we will authorize our request. Since there are different authorization strategies, we will write API key to the beginning, leave a space, and add our API key to the end. We just sent the GET request to our bucket API with authorization header. You can check our documentation for details of bucket GET API by visiting spicaengine.com/docs. Sending GET request to your base URL /api/bucket/bucketid/data will give you a list of items. Adding entry ID to URL will give you one item. To insert an item to the bucket, we send post request to our endpoint. We just added product 4 to our products bucket. If we detach the policy from our API key, system will return forbidden response. With this way, you can manage your first layer security. Put request will change an item in our bucket. As an example, we change the name of the product 1 to product 5. While put request requires the full object, fetch request requires a partial object. So if we want to change just quantity, we send the fetch request to our server. Sending delete request to our server will remove the item from our bucket. For delete, put, and fetch request, we need to pass the item ID to the end of the URL. Sending wrong request to server will give 404 response. As in the example, we try to delete an item which is not exist. We finished our first chapter now. We invite you to our next chapter, which we manage identities and policies. Also, we recommend you to check our documentation on spicaengine.com/docs.